Hi everyone. So in the last video we have seen some basics. Actually we have started into some technical part in the last video. So I have taught you how to connect an LED with Arduino. Like you are having a resistor. So normally we are using a 330 ohm resistors, 330 ohm with an LED, and this is the connection. So this is the basic connection. So as you have seen in the last video, so the connection is starting in the yellow color wire from pin number 7 and coming to the resistor, and resistor is going to the plus point of the LED, and the minus point of the negative point of the LED is again going through a yellow wire and going to ground. So we fundamentally know how to connect an LED. So only the change is we are bringing two wires to the battery, right? One side to plus, one side to ground. Here the plus side we are bringing to the pin, and the negative side we are bringing to ground. So ground is fine, plus side only we are bringing to a pin. Okay, so then we will program the Arduino to blink the LED. That means switch on the LED for a particular time and switch off for a particular time, again switch on for the particular time, again switch off for the particular time. So this pattern is going to repeat, okay, repetitively happen. So that is what we call as blink. That is the first Arduino program people normally do. So I think things are clear up now. So if you don't understand this, you have to watch the previous video and come back here. So I said, okay, about two things you might are remembering: input and output. Yes or no? Yes. And I also said there are no specific pins for input and no specific pin for output. We have to use a common pin, and we have to mention in the code whether the particular pin is going to be input or output. So code can change it depending on what you are going to use. So I also said, since you are using an LED, this is falling under output category. I explained it in the last video, so I hope you can watch it if you don't know that. Okay. So in this scenario we have to say to Arduino, please use this particular pin as an output, because I have connected an LED to that particular pin. If I am connecting a sensor to the particular pin, then I will tell Arduino, please use this particular pin as input. Okay, since I am using LED, it is going to be output. So now the next question arises. So which pin you are using? We are using pin number 7. That is so much clear to us, because you can look at the picture. I'm connecting to pin number 7. You can connect to any pin, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 49 you can connect. That's totally fine. But you will tell in the code, I am using this pin as an output. That's all. Okay. So back here, I'm going to say pin number 7, please use it as an output pin. Okay, it's a setup because I'm using an LED. So how to tell it? There's a question. How to tell it is a question. So if I'm going to tell something to you, how do I tell you? Using English. Yes, I'm telling you use pin number 7 as an output. I'm telling it to you using English. That means the language. Likewise, for Arduino also, we have to tell it using a language. So you know those things, right? Basics. So that is what the programming language is. So using a programming language that Arduino can understand, we can tell. English, how I am able to tell it to you, because you also know English, I also know English. We both understand English. So we have to go for a language that Arduino and we can understand. So that is what programming language are, right? That is the purpose of the programming language. Programmer will understand it, Arduino also will understand it. So we have the Arduino programming language. It is a let's say it's a kind of framework of C++. So let's say an enhanced version of the C++. So it's a C++ framework. Okay, so forget about everything. So now, according to this programming language, according to this Arduino's programming language, or in other words, according to C++, or let's use the word Arduino programming language. So according to Arduino's programming language, how to tell, please use pin number 7 as output. Okay, so there are some words for that, right, to tell it. So there's only one way how we can tell is you can use something called pin mode. So this keyword is assigned to tell the Arduino whether a particular pin is an input or output. Okay, understand that? Cool. So then we have to mention two things: the pin which we are going to use and whether it is input or output. Okay, So how do we tell is we open and close a bracket. Okay, this is a rule, guys. Okay, so just remember it. And first we have to tell the pin number. Okay, so we will use the number. So it's number 7. Copy and paste. Okay, space is not needed. And then we will add the comma, and then we will say whether it is input or output. Okay. So I will say output, and the output should be written in the block letters, otherwise it is wrong. Okay. And also remember, at the end of every command or everything you say to the Arduino, you have to use a semicolon. So this is a rule for almost all of the programming languages except a few. Okay. So at the end of every line, you have to use a semicolon. Okay. So I will write the same thing in the code. Okay. So before typing it, I want to ask you something. In Arduino we have two blocks, right? As I already said, void setup and void loop. Inside which loop or which setup we are going to have it. So you can use your common sense and tell me. Simply saying, this is a setup, right? This is something we are going to tell to Arduino. Please use the pin number 7 as an output, or please remember pin number 7 is going to be used as an output. Okay. So we don't need to keep telling every time. It's like you're waking up morning, or I'm telling you, okay, you're a student. Every day morning I'm telling you're a student, so that you can do the activities of a student every day, waking up, eating your breakfast, going to the school, going to tuition class, coming back, things like that. So I'm telling to Arduino, this pin is for this purpose, please remember this. So this is a kind of setup. You understand that? This is a setup. We are telling set up this pin for output. What do you want to do, I will tell. What I want you to do, I will tell later. What I want you to do forever, I will tell later. What should happen forever? The blinking scenario. But now what we are saying, whether it is input or output, we are making a setup for blinking, right? So since this is setup, if it is told only one time, that is enough. You understand? So it's like the same thing. It's like I'm saying, okay, this is knife, use it for vegetable cutting purposes. Okay. So if I tell you one time, that's enough. Then I will tell you, okay, cut the inside the void loop. I will tell you cut the brinjal. Then you will keep cutting the brinjal for an hour. Then after 1 hour, I will say cut the meat, and you will cut the meat for another 1 hour. But at the beginning, I will tell you this is a knife. This is used for cutting. So this is one time enough. You understand what I'm telling? I was telling a real world example. Okay. So if you just understand, okay, telling a pin is output or input, if it is happening one time, that's enough. If you understand that, that is enough. So I will copy it and I will paste it inside the void setup block, because this is setup code to run only one time. Okay. I will tell all good, 7 output. So and remember, I want to repeat few things now. What are the things? One thing is, you have learned about a new word called pin mode, and you have also came to know how to use it. First you have to tell the pin and this mode. You are going to use this pin as an input or output. Okay. So since we are going to use pin mode, so pin number 7, we are staying pin mode 7 output. If you are going to connect your Arduino to pin number 8, let's say you are unplug this wire and putting it to the next pin number 8. Then you have to come to the code and you have to say pin number 8 is output. Okay. You understand? So this is how we are telling in the code whether a particular pin is input or output. Okay, but anyway, still we didn't complete this blinking, because we have to tell this to switch on the LED, switch off the LED things. For the moment, if you understand up to this is enough. I will be continuing the rest of the code in the next video. Until then, guys, have a great day ahead and consider subscribing us. Thank you, guys. Stay safe.